can't, I'm too shiny. Watch me dazzle like a diamond in the rough. Strut my stuff is so shiny.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underappreciated songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Gorgeous! Linda, tell me something I don't know.
For this list, we'll be taking a look at the tunes composed and written by this musical genius that we don't talk about enough. Which of Lin's songs do you think deserves more love? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, It Won't Be Long Now, In the Heights.
The elevated train by my window doesn't faze me anymore. The rattling screams don't disrupt my dreams. It's a lullaby in its way.
We first meet Vanessa during the opening number, but this song provides a little more backstory for the character. Vanessa doesn't have the easiest home life and dreams of leaving Washington Heights.
And one day, I'm hopping in an elevated train and I'm riding away. Yeah. It won't be long now.
She sings about it in this up-tempo merengue-style number, which, incidentally, is one of the freest forms of Latin music, perhaps emblematic of her desire to break free from her current life. The song is catchy and relatable to anyone with their eyes set on a goal.
One day, I'm walking a JFK and I'm gonna fly.
But we simply can't get over the genius partnership of the rhythm and narrative. It Won't Be Long Now should definitely be on your Lin-Manuel Miranda playlist.
Any day.
Number 9, What the Heck I Gotta Do, 21 Chump Street.
The plan was called Operation D-, and one of the schools included in the plan was Park Vista Community High School, where a kid named Justin LeBoy.
That's me.
One of Miranda's lesser-known musicals, this 14-minute-long one-act play is based on a real story that was shared on the radio show This American Life. It explores the convoluted relationship between substance use and law enforcement. In this song, teenage honor student Justin LeBoy meets Naomi Rodriguez and quickly falls for the new student.
So I got in front of the whole class one day and I serenaded her. I was like, what the heck I gotta do? What the heck I gotta do?
Little does he know that she's actually an undercover cop. It's funny, entertaining, and definitely has the power to keep us hooked as we wonder how this love story will play out.
I'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She said to think about it.
She'll think about
She'll
it.
think about it.
Think about
She'll
it.
think about
She'll
it.
think about
She'll
it.
think about it. Yes!
Things get even more complicated during the equally underrated The Money. If you haven't yet, we'd totally recommend checking out this musical.
You really did come
me, Naomi. You
There's
know
only
me.
one last
I will
thing
be
you
there
need
just
to
in
do
time.
for me.
Every
Take the
time.
money, take the money, take the money.
Number 8, Take a Break, Hamilton. With an eclectic, jam-packed soundtrack, some numbers will inevitably get overlooked. Take a Break marks the quiet before the storm in Hamilton's narrative.
Thoughts of you subside, then I get another letter, and I cannot put the notion away. Take a break.
I'm on my way.
There's a little surprise before supper, and it cannot wait.
He neglects his family while throwing himself into his work, and, well, all of us remember what happens next. Also, the beautiful harmonies sung by the Schuyler sisters are attention-worthy alone.
Alexander, I came all this way. She came all this way. All this way. Take a break.
You know I have to get my plan to Congress.
Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate.
Of course, this scene leads to a string of tragic events, including the death of his son Philip.
Take a break.
I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress.
The subsequent It's Quiet Uptown is another number that deserves more time in the spotlight. With a stirring melody and poignant lyrics, it explores love, loss, healing, and forgiveness in an eloquent and affecting manner. Number 7. Tony Awards Recap Rap. 65th Tony Awards.
Tomorrow, if anyone asks you what happened at the Tonys, you can say this. We straightened things out in the opening number. Ellen Barkin and John Benjamin Hickey took home awards for their hilarious performances in The Normal Heart.
The Emmy Award-winning opening number of the 2013 Tony Awards is certainly legendary.
Nothing is bigger and better than seeing a veteran get an ovation, or seeing a brilliant beginner freak out on a win on their first nomination. There's a kid in the middle of nowhere who's sitting there living for Tony performances, singing and flipping along with the Pippins and Wickeds and Kinkies, Matildas and Mormonses.
But it wasn't Miranda's first writing stint for the theatrical award show. In 2011, he was keeping a close eye on the event from backstage of the Beacon Theater. He and Thomas Kail accumulated the evening's biggest highlights and turned them into an epic rap number for host Neil Patrick Harris to perform at the end.
All across the country from the north to the south, they're singing books of hottie with a crazy potty mouth.
For a rap written in a few hours in real time, it's pretty impressive.
Sutton Foster never lost her knack for talking smack and tapping a full-on assault attack. I'm awesome. Hugh Jackman, take that. Go ahead and roll the credits if you need to. I'm out of control. I'm on a roll. This is my Tony speed through.
And NPH does a stellar job of bringing it to life. It might not be all glitz and glamour, but it deserves bigger appreciation.
Every chorus member that you saw tonight tapping had to make miracles happen for a chance to see you clapping and applauding in the audience. What's next? Who knows? Anything goes. Now go see a mother Broadway show. Thank you. Good night!
Number 6. One Perfect Moment. Bring It On, the musical.
I'm not freaking out, I'm really okay. I'm totally chill, or I will be someday. 'Cause I'm so near the top, but there's so many mountains to climb.
Following cheerleading tryouts, new Captain Campbell reflects on the challenges that her position holds.
I'm 17, there are so many things that I can't control. If I start to freak or feel weak, I focus on just one goal.
This dulcet I Want song outlines her longing to be perfect. She repeats this desire in several of the following numbers, but this one really hones in on the pressures of perfection.
Turn up the music so loud that it swallows us all, and then there we are, we burn like a star, we're safe inside the world we know.
It's also a nice moment where the action fades away and we see what's actually going on in her mind.
My one perfect moment in time.
If you're not familiar with the musical, then the Act 2 opener, It's All Happening, is another must-hear.
We can leave behind the world we know. Let's go.
By contrast, it's upbeat, energetic, and a lot of fun. It has that quintessential Lin-Manuel Miranda sound that we've come to love. Number 5. Sunrise, In the Heights. This song is so underappreciated that the version we know from the musical didn't appear in the 2021 film adaptation.
Al amanecer at sunrise, anything at all can happen just before the sunrise.
In the musical, this tranquil Act 2 opener serves to juxtapose the chaotic events of the Act 1 finale. We see Nina and Benny engage in a rather intimate Spanish lesson.
So how do you say help me?
Are you the man?
And how do you say promise me?
Promise me you'll stay beyond the sunrise.
While the events of the night before aren't discussed explicitly, they are hinted at through their bilingual exchange. Another number that was also sadly cut from the movie was Nina's emotional solo, Everything I Know.
Did somebody sit her down and say, Claudia, get ready to leave behind everything you know?
Number 4. Hurricane, Hamilton.
In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet for just a moment. The yellow sky.
For a song titled after a storm, it didn't really manage to create one. Even so, the number comes at a pivotal moment in Hamilton's story. He contemplates the events that have befallen him and reflects upon how the written word has always been his salvation.
I wrote my way out of hell, I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well.
This song arguably shows Hamilton at his most vulnerable as he opens up about his tragic past. But despite its hauntingly stirring melody and cleverly layered lyrics, it often gets overshadowed by the events that follow. However, this is the catalyst for it all, as Hamilton tries to write his way out of the eye of the storm once again.
This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I can protect my legacy. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait. The Reynolds pamphlet.
Number 3. One More Song, Vivo.
You spent your life making music. I thought the songs would never end. Now it's so quiet.
Sandwiched in this maestro's busy 2021 was Vivo, an adorable Netflix animation about a musical kinkajou. Not only did Miranda pen the songs, but he voiced the titular character too. This heartbreaking song occurs shortly after Vivo's companion Andres passes away.
One more song, just one more. Give us an encore, don't go away. We still have music to play.
It's a gorgeous expression of loss set to a spine-tingling melody.
So I'll take it home where it belongs. All I have to do is sing louder than my fear. I need you here for one more song.
Later, while journeying off the beaten path with Gabby, a fearful Vivo recalls his old buddy and remembers the purpose of his journey. The song, Keep the Beat, is about finding strength when times are tough, something we can all relate to. Vivo is definitely one of Miranda's more underappreciated works, and definitely worth checking out.
And all I can do at the end of the day is play on, and keep the beat.
Number 2. What Else Can I Do? Encanto.
I just made something unexpected, something sharp, something new.
Flowers might be Isabella's thing, but her song didn't blossom quite as much as her sister's. Although Miranda divulged that this was one of his favorite tracks to write.
What could I do if I just knew it didn't need to be perfect? It just needed to be, and it let me be.
The song, which Miranda described as a 90s rock and Espanol throwback, celebrates the beauty of imperfection.
With every musical project, I'm trying to find the pulse of the characters. The song I wrote for Isabella is called What Else Can I Do? And for that, I was really inspired by the 90s rock and Espanol movement.
You may notice that its sound somewhat deviates from the rest of the soundtrack.
A hurricane of hot strangling things hanging by. My mother said I filled the air as I climbed.
This could be symbolic of Isabella's longing to break free from the constraints of her gift. It's a great moment of character development that deserves its time to shine. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. We Know the Way, Moana, a spiritual awakening that sets Moana back on the right path.
And when it's time to find home, we know the way. Away, away. We are explorers reading every sign. We tell the stories of our elders in a never
Inside Your Heart, Vivo, Gloria Estefan and Lin-Manuel Miranda. How did we drop the ball on this one?
When your plane lands on the runway, keep this song inside your heart. Oh, when the road goes only one way, keep this song inside your heart.
Champagne, In the Heights, a stunning song where Usnavi struggles to release the cap on his feelings for Vanessa.
Yo, Usnavi, drop the champagne.
I mean, you went through all this trouble to get us a little bubbly.
And it's gonna be okay.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Colombia Mi Encanto, Encanto, a fitting celebration of Encanto's Colombian roots.
Cecilia, up top!
We Ain't No Cheerleaders, Bring It On the Musical. They might not be cheerleaders, but more people need to cheer for this song.
When we roll through with our crew, no one can do what we do. It's true, but we would still do it if no one was watching. And let's be real, who can blame them for watching?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I Am Moana, Song of the Ancestors, Moana.
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd. She loves the sea and her people. She makes her whole family proud.
In Moana's darkest moment, she's visited by the spirit of her grandmother, who guides her back to the light. Moana takes comfort in this and finds a renewed sense of self and purpose. Listening to our heroine rebuild her confidence and get empowered leaves us with chills.
I am the daughter of the village chief. We are descended from voyagers who found their way across the world. They call me.
And of course, the music's stunning as well. Who among us hasn't belted out the end alongside Auli y Carvalho either?
And the call isn't out there at all, it's inside me. It's like the tide, always falling and rising.
There's so much to love about this song that it's hard to believe that it often gets eclipsed. But as we've put it as our number 1, it shows just how far we'll go to give it the love it truly deserves.
But come what may, I know the way. I am Moana.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.